Yo, what's up, man? This is Dre. Get into him, man. He in here. Got slops in here, man.
A.D.D podcast.
Wow, it's a first, man.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I've been fiending for a while.
He been acting running me down.
I see what you got going on, man. I appreciate it. I think this shit is super fly, super dope, man. This year was actually supposed to be like a big year of like fucking collaboration for me. I was like, I don't like collabing with people. I like getting everything done myself. I don't like depending on people and shit. But a lot of people was like, yo, to take your shit to the next level, you wanna collab.
Yeah. And that's part of networking too, you feel me? Like,
but
as long as it makes sense too, you know what I mean, with you. You feel me?
Yeah, that's the situation too. Making shit make sense, cause like niggas, I like getting my own shit done. I don't like having to work. I don't like having to work
people time.
You understand what I'm saying? But I like working on your time because we be on the same type of time. You understand what I'm saying? I appreciate you. That's why I always fuck with you even from the jump. You know what I'm saying?
You be my first interview, son. Like, real talk. I was remember that shit, bro. Real talk. That shit was fire. I was a little nervous in that show. Like, oh, now I'm getting interviewed. Damn. Like, I'm on the other side of the table now. Like,
it's different. It's different.
But that shit made me learn now. When I really you was talking to me, whatever, interviewing me, like, okay, I'm really.
You learn how to interview.
You feel me? Like, so that shit is dope. Facts.
Well, I appreciate
that.
That's
a fire, man.
So,
it's a little pandemic going on.
A little.
Not a little. Big thing.
It's big pandemic.
Big pandemic. Coronavirus.
Facts.
Man.
COVID-19. Rest in peace to everybody that that's lost their lives.
That's a fact, man.
2-3 weeks ago, I never thought I'd be saying no shit like that. I never thought I'd be taking it as serious as I'm doing. I've canceled a lot, because of it. Like even this shit right here, like I'm only doing shit like that's work-wise,
exactly.
So shit that's essential to me. You understand? Exactly. You're an essential worker.
But in your personal space, you don't know. Like you're not taking chances.
So
it's a scary thing because you don't know how it look. Nothing like you just hear the news and stuff.
Exactly. They don't know how you contract it or whatever. So like if you ain't working, man, stay the fuck inside.
Facts.
Yeah.
Stay away from crowds.
That's a big thing. That's a big thing.
You know what I mean?
Do that shit too.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought no shit was serious. They shut down the schools, bro. I never experienced that.
Nah, even then I was like, oh, they doing the most. Even then it was still like, kind of like, I thought it was like precautionary to me. It still wasn't, that still ain't hit. Like, it really did not hit until like people I personally know got it.
Okay.
And then people I've personally known have passed. From it. And so man. So like right after this, I'm like, shit, bro, I like that's the vent couch and shit where I do the vent. Like we have the shit that covers it, like so whenever somebody's done, we take it off, we wash it. You see, I told you leave your jacket at the door. I don't like jackets. As soon as you come here, I wash your hand. And even then I still might be just fucking up. You understand what I'm saying? So as soon as this is over, I'm gonna take a bath to make sure that I don't pass it on my mother.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, man, like this is making me do a lot. It's making me do a lot. It's a big inconvenience, but if you could save a life or two, man, do that. Yeah, facts.
Cause it's not most of us, but the older people that you feel me that got.
They the ones that pass. We can catch it.
Exactly.
We definitely get it.
Exactly.
But we're likely to recover.
Exactly.
It's the people that you love, and the people that you care about. That's why I'm not doing no filming like in my part of the luckily like I have small flex, Luckily, I got a little 2-family crib, so I can keep everything separate from my mother and stuff of that nature. But that's So there's a lot. Cautious, very cautious.
I'm a creative person, so I'm used to like just going outside, speaking to people, making
connections and networking.
So now it's like I really gotta be spontaneous about my movements. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Real sporadic and it's fucking up. But the thing is, though, it works out for a lazy nigga like myself because like I have a lot of work that I haven't done, and
so
I've been dropping. I've been able to drop that while everybody's in the crib, everybody's home, and stuff of that nature. I've been able to, like, old interviews and things like that. I've been able to get rid of, and even things like
You work with old hip hop, by the way. Like, he being a little humble about it, but you know, he do his thing. Know what I mean?
Little shine. You know what I'm saying? But I get to do work and I get to stop and strategize, man. Stop and strategize. Yeah. I got a couple of things that I'm working on, passion projects and shit like that.
Okay.
So yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, when you I know you like to say like, damn, you be swearing you old, but I like
that's a fact though, bro.
I feel old.
Yeah.
I remember I was in the loop. I used to be in the loop.
I feel like you still like.
I'm in the loop for my age.
Exactly.
For my age,
you don't try to block it off. Like you still try to learn the new things going on.
Yo, listen. You know, let me know if I'm getting a little bit too woke. But my whole situation and my whole thing about this and everything that I do is for the culture. It's for black people. So whether I like it or not, whether it's if a young black man can get money off this shit, man, you know, feed their family, I am all here for it. I'm here for that, man. Any legal ways to feed your family, bro, I'm by any means, I'm with that shit. So I like to know shit that's bubbling, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is. So that's my thing, and that's my purpose and my goal with whatever I do. Is to just showcase, you know, black culture, because they already make so much money off of our shit. Why not us? And that's my thing. My thing is to be a conduit to get our shit through the door, make our shit mainstream. So whenever you see me, like, you can see me working with the most wokest or the most thuggest or whatever. Because I can't even say that because you know a lot of gangsters be woke. You understand what I'm saying? Just, but like the most ignorant, you know, it's for us. It's for us as a people. So that's my goal. That's my purpose, and that's what I want to do. So
and living by it, I see it.
Appreciate that.
Do you like the new Change the Rap thing? Like, do you like compared to 2010? You feel me? I was thinking like, as much as I like to say like, as much as I like to be like I'm an old head, my favorite era of rap is like 2009 to like the 2013 era, that Piff mixtape era. Okay, yeah.
That's my favorite era. And that was right around the time when we was recovering from the whole hip hop is dead era. So you know like. So, but it's still kind of recent, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it reminds me of the time I started with this.
It's not, but it is.
Yeah, alright, well, to you.
Because the way music is, like,
the way music is marketed now, yeah. But that was the beginning of the internet stage, though. That was the beginning of the internet stage. That was definitely the beginning of the internet, and us learning the power of the internet that the internet can have. And so, like, that's my favorite time. That's when I jumped into media and things of that nature. And so, even though musically it's not my favorite era, it's my favorite era because when I listen to like Cushion Orange Juice or I listen to like Spitter's old shit, Pilot Talk or something like that, or Rick Ross Rich Forever, it just remind me of the times I had to jump on the train with a bunch of big ass cameras to go film something. That was my grind music. You get what I'm saying?
Classic movies.
Facts. So that's out to that era. But yeah, I mean, like, my fault. Your question. I love it, man. I love it because I'm a New York nigga.
Facts.
I'm a New York nigga through and through. So to see New York niggas they shine, you know, like I'm here for all that. But the thing I would like is I would like a little bit more creativity as far as in like just people sounding different. You know, I want more. I don't want it to sound as much as the same.
Well, the problem with that now, everybody chasing that one sound that's gonna get them to the top.
Yeah. So I think the thing is like now. New Yorkers can be pigeonholed. Now it's only two New York categories. It's either you that a boogie type or you doing drill. So like and I don't like that.
So you respect the artist more, like if he do the sound, but at least change it like in your way.
Like a smooth out.
Okay.
I like a smooth out because
that high pitch he do that,
and then we gonna get a few bars in between. You know that shit fuck my head up.
I ain't gonna lie.
Like he give you like 4 bars of the A boogie, but then they give you 4 bars of the. It's like a combination. You understand that shit? And like a lot of people can do the combination, but it'd be like I do a hook. and then I do a dope verse.
Exactly.
He doing that shit. He mixing that shit in the verses. The shit. He starts singing. Yep. Then he kicked to the verse, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah. That's so I like what that's one of the people that I definitely like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fact. But I like it though. I like the fact that New York is coming together. I think like rest in peace Pop Smoke. Like a lot of it, if it hasn't brought us together, it at least quieted down some of the division. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, the ultimate goal since my man Vok told me on Yours TV, yeah, we brought it back like last year. Since my man Vok mentioned it, like the whole goal is to get everybody together so we can be unified.
That's dope.
You understand what I'm saying?
I love that shit.
Yeah, let's get this unified. Yeah, facts though.
And it's crazy when Pop died, whatever. For me, like oppositions, whatever, like was publicly tweeting.
Rest in peace, and yeah,
I respect that 100%, bro. You feel me? You know what I mean? I respect that.
Exactly. So
I feel like that's like bringing unity together even more now. You feel me? Like I don't feel. I think they're gonna be on this type of time now. You know
that's how I feel. And like I said, I feel as at the very least, if it doesn't bring unity, it at least kills some of the division.
Exactly.
And I mean that's the first step. Let's kill the division first. Let's it has to is rooted in respect. I think people like 22 G's, they at least if they didn't like Pop Smoke, they respected it. And it showed. You get what I'm saying? When he said like he brought light to the sound. When he said that, it was like you see it. You all right? So it's like even him his freestyle on Flex on Big Drip. So I mean like. A lot of people might have took it as like a shot or something like that. I took it as like, okay, he gets that this New York sound is important. He gets that this Brooklyn shit is important. He gets that Fabio Podman makes him more popular.
Exactly.
And that you know what I'm saying?
He could told Flexi, I don't want that beat. But
I think they tell you.
No, he knew the beat before. Yeah, I'm saying he could have.
Yeah, he could have told you from the off rip.
But I guess he trying to grow in the game. Feel like I can do this. You feel me? No matter, that's my brother. And
that's
bro, it's money for everybody, bro. You feel me?
And that's the
and the thing about New York, we got so much fucking artists, bro. We got so much artists.
Like we like around the time when I stepped out, like I think a lot of New York artists wasn't getting like big deals. But there was still a lot of artists. There was still a lot of people that believed in their craft. You understand what I'm saying? So to see like now it's starting to pay like dividends. I think my generation definitely like set forth some of the I was talking this over with my man Bizzle. Like we set like a couple of like the footprints for like what's going on now as far as that goes. You know, from like the MySpace rappers. You know, like that. And we took it in clubs. And you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So. It was a lot of even like with the Woes. I remember when it was Wave Gang. It was Wave Gang when we was outside and shit like that. So now it's like to see it like evolve and to not just gangbanging into like a fucking like a cartel of music.
And a way to get money.
Legally. Like I said, that's what I'm saying. It's like a cartel of music. It's like everybody's like passing the baton to the next one. That's some fire shit to me, bro. That is some fire shit.
Very creative, by the way, too.
I'm fucking.
And I love it all, man.
I'm jacking all that. That's the thing. Like what I want to say is like this. Like usually people in opposition, they normally fuel a lot of the flames of like this shit, and that's the thing. That's one of the things like I'm very careful about. Like I might touch and talk about the beefs and things like that nature. That's because they're real and it happens. Exactly. But the thing is, what I'm always careful of trying to avoid is fanning flames to this shit. Like
and publicly,
you're like you see what I'm saying? Like I don't want to do that. I want all these young niggas to get this bread.
Exactly.
I want, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's my goal. So never am I going to like big up a beef off wax. You understand what I'm saying? Like I like you shit. Like I'm from, we like Jay and Nas. You get what I'm saying? I like these battle raps. You understand what I'm saying? But I don't want I don't want niggas to have to die over these things.
Exactly.
Anymore. You understand what I'm saying? I wanted to get to the point where we could do like you seen like the shots. Like I don't know if like the live last night with Manny Fresh and Scott Storch. Manny Fresh is taking shots at some skits. You understand what I'm saying? Like if you remember like back in the the day, like we all knew like Scott Swisher like the biggest cokehead, and he was cool with that. Yeah. So for what Manny Fresh played,
bring that out of
like,
the light again.
But at the end, they all they all hugged. It was all love.
It was all friendly competition, man.
And that's what I want. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for that.
And you know it's crazy. We mentioned that the live. Like I think these lives is showing that though, friendly competition. You feel me? Like you know what I mean? Like
that's showing
people coming together. Like, cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't seen this in a long time, bro. You feel me? I ain't seen this in a long time, bro. Like people competing and just being friendly. Yeah. It's all love.
But you know what it is easy for somebody like Scott Storch and Manny Fresh to do it because they solidified. I can see how it's like a little bit scarier for like a lot of these youngins who are just starting to put their plate. I mean, who's just starting to get their food and start getting their plate. It could seem like a threat. Exactly. You get what I'm saying? Like I heard shit like T.I. got a little flip the fuck up out of here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they was beefing.
They was beefing. Yeah. So like battling is it's risky.
Yeah,
it's risky.
I ain't hear Flip in a minute. That's what.
Nah, son, it was a thing. Like you didn't hear from Flip after like mind you, T.I. got beat up over that shit too. Wow. T.I. went to Houston. He tried to thug it. He went to Houston to try to like, cause he thought like it was sweet on that side. Yeah. But it's like I don't get like it's certain things like I'm pretty sure like you go like to like so different outsides, but you go to their city.
Facts.
You know, they people going. You understand what I'm saying? Don't matter if you respect how street they was or how street they wasn't. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm pretty sure. Like I'm not the most street of niggas, but you ain't gonna come to my spot talking shit like yo, yeah. You ain't gonna come like if I'm not dead, like somebody niggas somebody gonna respect me and be like, yo, nah, son, Slops done looked out for a couple. Even if you not in the streets, like I'm pretty sure you done looked out for a couple of this person or that person. So, but that's the thing, like, you know, so I get it, like, kids might be scared of that shit, but it's the thing of, like, a fight, you know, you gonna lose a fight, you know, but the thing is a respect matter.
Exactly.
And it's better than violence. It's better than somebody getting killed or some shit like that. So that's the things that I'll be with. I'm here for all the battling. I'm here for all the drill music about each other, as long as it doesn't incite violence when you see each other. Exactly. And that's tricky. So that's tricky. So we gotta fine tune
young people.
Yeah, we gotta fine tune it. You understand what I'm saying? And figure that out.
But for most of the young artists, like I feel like it's not mostly them. Sometimes it's the crowd they be around too that probably influence them.
But aren't they young too?
Okay.
Yeah, they young. Okay. So it's all. All right. So your man rap. Your man getting all the hoes. Your man getting all the bitches or whatever.
Who?
Oh, no, I'm talking
in general.
I'm saying like if you had a friend who's popping as a rapper or whatever, he getting like a million views on YouTube, he on 105, you understand what I'm saying, doing flex freestyle and shit like that. He popping. But what do you like? Yeah, you known for being in the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get your respect. You understand what I'm saying? So you gonna always resort to what you know. So like I try not to put it off on like fully blame, like, and a lot of my peers do that. A lot of people they blame the kids in the streets and shit like that. But like you see like the respect your man's getting off of rapping and shit like that. You want the same respect, whether it be about how you normally get respect. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. So I think it's just up to us to teach these kids. That's not the only way. You understand what I'm saying? That's like a rapper, a successful rapper is a business. It might come off as one person. Jay-Z might have came off as one person, but Jay-Z as an entity. As an entity, you need things to push. Nice. You need people to push these things. Like Dame ain't never spit a bar day in his life, but how much money he made off of Rockefeller? You get what I'm saying? Like I get, we think like he might. This is all hearsay. I'm not sure what his pockets look like, but we all might think he broke now. At the height of Rockefeller, the nigga fucking had diamonds the size of golf balls in his ear. You get what I'm saying? What? So
that was like a right-hand man, bro.
We all need these things. You get what I'm saying? We all need these things. So let's figure out new ways to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Let's if you in the streets, like it takes some sort of brain.
You gotta separate the street shit from the music shit, son.
Exactly. But in order to survive the street,
especially when it gets serious and business wise, you gotta separate yourself, bro.
And that shit scares off executives. That's why it took so long for the floodgates to open. Because they were scaring off, the violence was scaring people off, and it still scares people off. Exactly. So you making it 50-50 for your own man. So you know what I'm saying? It's hard to get these niggas.
Look at example, the Wrong Loud shit. Look up the artists they took off.
It makes it very difficult. It does. It makes it very difficult for these artists to get paid in their city. These niggas gotta go out to Connecticut. Shout out to Connecticut. Connecticut loves New York artists for some reason. But they will support the way New Yorkers was complaining about how the radio only supports the South. That's how Connecticut supports New York niggas. They do. But that's the thing though. We gotta stop. We gotta let these kids. You gotta allow yourself to be able to get a bag from these things. And that's the thing. Like stop. Like so. That's one thing. If you're not gonna stop the violence for the fact that you don't.
Better your life.
To better your life, at least do it for the betterment of the bag. You understand what I'm saying? Like the bag. The bag gotta mean something to you. You know what I'm saying? So that's my point.
And I think it's so much money they getting like in front of their face. It's like, oh shit. I could do all this money with just rapping on the song. So it's like, but some of them don't see that shit though. They're so young, bro. 19, 20. Come on.
And that's where like that's where I try to take the initiative to like try to put that message out.
Exactly.
That's my work. That's my goal. Let's talk to these. Let's get these youngins to understand that the paper is out here. You understand what I'm saying? The paper is definitely out here. The growth, and from the paper hopefully comes the growth and development. Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? Because what people are paying for, they're paying for the ignorance. You understand what I'm saying? No, they're paying for the ignorance. And then that's point blank. The point blank period is they're paying for the ignorance. But the thing is learning how to be able to be like I'm a character.
Use that aggression to make money.
And then be able to and still be able to.
For example, Casanova. What was the song? See, should I come out 6ix9ine with? What was the song?
Sexual.
He said he used all his aggression to get on that song. He didn't try to come at 6ix9ine because he got a deal now. Yeah. He got to leave the street shit alone. Yeah. So he made a song and look. You feel him? Sex tripping. Went crazy.
Yeah, it was like probably the second biggest
moment, bro.
Yeah, one of his biggest moments.
That's a perfect example.
Shout out to Kaz. Well, Kaz keep creating.
And that's the best songs he make when he come
out of my favorite Kaz song is still 2 AM. 2 AM is still my favorite Kaz song.
That song is dope though.
But that's my favorite.
But we know.
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan Vito and Tory Lanez fucked that song up. They
Bam Vito got a freestyle with it?
No,
you talking about the Vito.
Lanez.
I thought you said Bam Vito. I was about to say, what the fuck?
That was a big moment for him.
Yeah.
I think that was his last big moment. I was like his last big moment, right?
Was it?
Yeah, I think they still playing that shit on the radio.
They still are playing that shit on the radio, but I think he had something else after that.
Nah, bro. Well, the Brooklyn freestyle, the
So Brooklyn,
the challenge,
the So Brooklyn challenge.
Crazy.
Yeah, the So Brooklyn challenge. Give me the chaser real quick. Yeah, right. So Brooklyn challenge.
Right.
Yeah, that was definitely a moment. Yeah, but Cass creating them. Cass ain't gonna die, bro. Cass ain't.
Because he got a personality too.
No, but I think it's beyond the personality because I think people would have got like from between 2 AM and Don't Run, a couple cats would have got frustrated. I think people would have got people as far as like their career because the shit seemed like a lot because Don't Run. I mean, between Set Tripping and Don't Run. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? It was quiet, it was a little low, but you see him everywhere with celebrities and things like that.
So I'm saying he's outside, he's in tune.
I guess it is personality. A personality makes someone want to keep going. He keeps going.
So when he to his game, nigga, he bullies his way.
Yeah, and but this shit, that shit is determination, bro. A lot of this shit, he's willing himself into each moment. A lot of these shits just don't really come. It don't come natural for him. Like it's not like okay, like I'm making hit after hit after hit. Like he drops a lot of songs, and some of them, a couple of them hit. You understand what I'm saying? Some of them may fall by the wayside, but the ones that fall by the wayside, like the song that he did with Fab and Chris, that left right shit, that shit didn't really go too far. As big as you would expect a hook with Chris Brown
and Fab.
Well, it didn't go that far, but he could have been like, fuck this rap shit right then and there. He kept going, and then Set Tripping came out. You understand what I'm saying? So he keeps going. I think that's a salute to him. He makes me every time he creates a new moment. It makes me proud because I think like a lot of people did kind of give up on him after that.
They expect him to last as long. I don't know, bro. Facts. Exactly. That's a fact. Shout out to Cat. Shout out to Flatbush.
Yeah, shout out to the whole Flatbush. Shout out to the whole Flatbush, man. That's crazy. I used to live over there before I moved to the Star.
Oh shit!
Nah, but that was only when I was 7. I can't claim that. I can't, you know, my friends make fun of me. They be like, "Oh, you a Flatbush nigga," but nah, I can't claim Flatbush. I moved here when I was 7, so my roots is like in the style. Yeah,
so you got older, you came.
Yeah, it's just some fun. Like I think most of your roots is like where you probably spend like your preteens and your teenage years and shit like that. That's where you count as where you're from.
As me, I resided from the east.
You from the east? Okay, where the Bama's?
Right there, about Pink House, right there.
Oh, the Pink House.
Not Pink House, but like that side.
By that side. Okay. Yeah. My pops used to live around there, around Hageman and Bradford. Okay. Yeah. So it's cool. The worst movie theater that's still in Brooklyn.
Oh, yes, a fact.
Yeah. Shout out to
That's a fucking fact.
Shout out to London. I didn't know how bad it was until I went there by myself. Because I remember when they first opened, my dad used to take me, but we used to come through the parking lot entrance. Yeah. So I never knew how bad it was until I had a date. I had a date going to, and I was like, oh shit, the project's right here. What the fuck going? Yeah, so shout out to Linda, man. Shout out to Linda, shout out to Cypress, shout out to the Pink Houses, all that, man. Shout out to the whole East, man. Oh man, what was the thing?
But I was gonna say, like during this time, like you know, like I want to know, like the artists that not aware of like the creativity that could be on right now, like the opportunity that's on. Like Instagram, period. Like I want to know I want to see I want to put them informed. You feel me?
You know inform them all about the different opportunities.
Yeah, like he had the first one was
Johnny Stripes. Did they did they wrap that one up yet?
Yeah, I think on live he I don't know
did he announce a winner?
He saying that
they didn't announce a winner yet. Okay, but it was giving away, I believe, $50K for a single.
Oh shit!
A single deal, right? Okay. It was 5 digits. It was definitely 5 digits. It might have been 10,000.
Either way, it's still good.
Yeah,
for a song.
For a single. For a single.
That's still good.
Yeah, and I think like $20 was a fee that was going it was the entrance fee, and it was going to charity, I believe.
And then we had Drewski. He's still doing to this day. He's going on his own YouTube page, and he's going playing people's songs. He's telling people to go on the website, submit your song, and he's playing on YouTube Live. That's dope, bro.
Shout out to Drewski. I think Drewski has a big hand in the resurgence of New York.
But I don't feel like they give him the credit though, bro.
They don't, and it's sad that it took a white boy to do that. Like he really sat there and he made the lane. You know what it is? Like a lot of us in this and media and stuff like that, we'll make a lane for ourselves doing underground shit because those are just the artists that are accessible to us. Exactly. And then we get to a certain point, we just completely forget about it. A couple of the artists that Drewski has talked to or like promoted from when they were beginning have popped, but yet he still finds time to go back down in the underground and still look for what's new and what's hot and shit like that. So salute to him. Like
but he don't have to do that.
He doesn't at all. He runs a lot of spins. I remember he's one of the first people I heard play Panda on the radio.
Oh shit! So them days.
Yeah, he was one of the few people that was still playing Mano on Hot 97.
Oh shit! Okay.
So Drewski with me is certified. It's no exploitation in it. It strictly feels about the culture.
Yeah, you can tell he cares. You can tell
it feels very genuine.
He's super in tune to this day.
Exactly. He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. He didn't switch up when he could have. Like right now, he could just be spinning like big artists because he's so known. He could only be spit. Yeah, but he still does the Hot 97 shit for SOBs and he's.
The Who's Next? Yeah.
The Who's Next? Yeah, that's what I've been to a couple of them shits. Thing. I like Who's Next. Who's Next definitely like lets me know who's next, and I don't know, like I like a good live performance. The thing is with hip hop, it doesn't take much talent to do outside of the booth, outside of writing your shit. So a lot of people might get lazy on stage. When you get lazy on stage, it shows. You just get up there, you say a verse, collect your money, and you leave. You understand?
And that don't.
It works if it works for you. But like. That's why I be hesitant to pay. That's why I don't like paying for hip hop shows. You get what I'm saying? Because there's always a risk of that.
You see the laziness and
or you might get just 30 niggas on stage and just jumping and hopping around,
crazy rambling.
Like and that's cool for a segment, but like at a certain point, I want to get to know the artist,
especially if you up and coming too.
If you're up and coming, to me. I think that's a good thing. I like that if you're up and coming, the 30 niggas, because you might not know how many people are in a crowd for you. So I'm not. My thing is like when you establish or you got that one hit already, and you bring out 30 niggas and shit like that, that might, to me that, that I want to see what you do. Now I'm like, now I paid for you, so that's what I want to see.
Good advice.
But let me see. We had Atlantic. I seen Atlantic. They giving a quarantine EP deal, meaning they will you send them somebody your work. They're signing artists to a thing.
That's with Bach and
his name is I know him. The executive from Atlantic. Yeah, man. Shout out to Bach. Done bought like a lot of work to Atlantic. He done bought a lot of work to these labels, man.
The fucking the other young dude, Busy Banks.
He bought Busy Banks. I thought it was Columbia though.
Not yet Atlantic.
Yeah, Atlantic. Atlantic was the first people to see a lot of Atlantic. Another big thing, had their hands in the thing. New York. They signed Cardi. You get what I'm saying? They signed Tutu.
Okay.
So they got I think what they go on. Honestly, it seems like who just has buzz. You understand what I'm saying? Like I think what Def Jam. There's a whole big shake up with Def Jam and I learned that with the thing with this Kiss project how fucked up Def Jam is right now. Def Jam is like in a real big shake up because they didn't jump on the drill scene quick enough. So like they just like Rosenberg just left and shit like that. And they all types of fucked up. But the thing is like they didn't believe in drill, and it's like how you not believe in something that's coming from New York? You're
exactly. You're in the city.
You're supposed to be like from the roots of New York. Yeah, you would think they'd be the first people, and now they're in a flux because all they got is like legacy acts. They only got like, or their biggest acts or like shit you probably wouldn't listen to, shit that a lot of like 18-year-olds won't listen to. So they're not ahead of the curve on anything, and their whole thing is like they're having a whole big shake up trying to like catch it now, and like drill is like out of here at this point. You get what I'm saying? So
you're right though, because Def Jam was signed by from.
I think
the last person was Fetty.
I think they. What about Rock? Rock switching?
Nah, he ain't signed.
Oh, okay.
He had a cinematic. He with Trophy.
So okay. Oh, shout out to Juju, man.
Facts.
Proud of her, man. I remember the first. Like I worked with her a few times. Dope. I remember the first time I seen her was her Money and Violence interview. And at that, she was the first person to let us know like they had some shit going on. But the thing was, she was already A&R in the street. She already had like. When I'm asking everybody about it, niggas knew her already. I'm like, oh shit, I'm just living under a rock. But luckily I've been blessed to put a couple of things together with her. We did a stage mate song together.
Shout out to my son Slops. My son be out here working, man.
I love connecting with people like you and just like man. people that are about the culture also.
Exactly.
Man. That's what I said. Like this was supposed to be the year of collaboration, but sometimes you just don't find a lot of people aren't genuine.
Of course.
A lot of these niggas is dick
that shit matters.
You understand what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like you know what's synonymous. You gotta look at how these people push the content and push all these things. If they're always looking for the beefs and then they're always pushing it like like how academics came up and shit like that, then you'll know like I usually look at that like how you present your shit. And I can tell whether or not you're going to be easy to work with. Usually people that are like that, they don't think of the long-term ramifications this may have on the culture.
Short term.
Very short term. So a collaboration with me might not be their biggest thing. So that's why I try to stay away from that. But somebody like Juju, like she knew Trophy Life. She's been pushing Brooklyn artists for like years. I like she's redoing her win and binge situation. That's another competition you guys might want to get into. Her wins and bins at the Trophy Life. Go tag her music, submit your shit now. Because a lot of people when she was originally doing her shit have gotten deals. So please.
She under Jeezy Moolah too, right?
Huh? She does. Yeah, Jeezy Moolah too. I think she's the A&R. I think she A&Rs a lot of these people. Okay. But sometimes she manages, sometimes she A&Rs. But either way, she's knee deep in the game.
She's still behind the scenes shit. Working.
Yeah.
That's dope. Bro.
And it's not even just Brooklyn because I interviewed the artist she A&R, Lil Soldier. Yeah, he from Alabama.
He sound like
Lil Soldier. That's my guy though. Shout out to him. He still owes me a rematch on PSN. So she's out there.
That's dope though, man. That's dope.
But artists definitely get in tune with them competitions. Them competitions, that might be this quarantine might change your life. Facts. Please get into these. A lot of these A&Rs are having lives where they're accepting like requests for you to join.
I think Rich in Peace. Rich Peace won a competition for the Republic. Well, that was with I think Diddy's son and.
I forgot the other dude.
Yeah, but he won, so the guy told him that after the quarantine's over, he could go on Republic and. So that's dope. And he won $500. That's dope. And
I know we've personally met Rich P. You understand?
Yeah, that's my guy.
Rich P.
So it's just shit like that make it feels good. You feel me? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Makes it feel real. It makes it feel like these things can happen.
Don't use this time just to sit back like, damn, I can't do nothing. Nah, bro. Like it's the internet. The internet is here. They show.
The internet is here. Yeah, that's why I've been putting out a lot of my content, man. The internet is here, man.
Facts, man.
Just keep shoot. Facts. Shoot, man. Definitely shoot. So continue shooting your shot. You don't know, and but don't let this make you lazy. As far as like when the gates open up back outside, because the main thing, and I want to stress this a lot, because I think a lot of people get discouraged when they don't hit the lottery like that. When they don't hit the lottery as far as like somebody picking them up or like these A&Rs not seeing their vision. Your main goal should be the fans. If the main goal aren't the fans,
consistency.
If it's not feeding your fans, then or like growing your fan base, then you're not going.
And yo, shit will come. If you keep being consistent, keep networking, keep spreading your brand, keep promoting, shit is gonna come. Just keep pushing your music. Don't be worried about like why he not looking at me right now, why he not commenting on my post. Just keep working, man. I'm not gonna say my road is perfect. For me, I had trials and tribulations too. For me, but I kept going. All entrepreneurs got this.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, right now I'm reading Think and Grow Rich, and that's the thing that they stress the most. They keep going.
Look at Nipsey said, bro. He said I feel every emotion, bro, and I felt that shit, bro.
I still do. I played that 10 Summers. That's the Perfect 10. That's DJ Mustard's song. Where he put that clip in. I listen to that song all the time. Okay. But even then, I was listening to his interview with Combat Jack. Rest in peace to both of them. I listened to that the other day because the 1 year anniversary of his passing just came up, and I was listening to him say like he was like, yo, niggas is so focused on building a brick wall. Just place a brick every day, and eventually you'll have the brick wall. He was like, concentrate on laying that perfect brick every day. So just continue doing that, man.
Everything's a process, man.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I can't really listen. Yo, I am freelance. I am in my mama basement. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, I am still laying down the bricks. So I'm no guru at this. I can just tell you like any progress that I have seen has just been has just been a product of me working, continuing
evolving.
But evolution comes if you true to yourself. I think you true to yourself. Yeah, I think
you know yourself.
So the evolution, that's natural. Because we all change, we all grow, we all mature. You understand what I'm saying?
Some people don't though, bro. Some people.
Well, then they gonna get left behind. I don't think you should change for the sake of changing though, or you shouldn't change for the sake of keeping.
Change for the better.
Change for you. Right. And when you change for you, and if you keeping it real in your art, your shit gonna change too, and it's gonna mature. Like my shit has matured. I find myself working with people I wasn't sure I'd be able to work with like 10 years before when I first started and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm be honest with you, I don't know how to tell you this shit, bro. Like, we started the podcast, you had no video at first, you feel me? And I was telling him, I was thinking do video, you feel me? I know I love videos.
Yeah.
And you thought do the All HipHop. And it's like, I like that shit. I like that shit for you, bro. Like, that video shit we do the interviews, that shit is dope.
It's shit.
And you see a personality, you feel me? It's not, you just hearing your voice, you feel what I'm saying?
Hearing my voice and shit like that. But that, there's more to come. The thing is with the video and shit like that, because a lot of people tell me to do video, just trust me, not the first person.
Okay.
A lot of people whose opinion that I love, that I listen to, that I take very serious, have told me to do video. That video is a big thing. And the thing was, I'm going to do video. I know how I have it mapped out in my head, how I'm going to do a video. I just don't want to just attack everything.
You gotta understand. It's just an A&D for me. Well, you know, who slapped though? We seen who slaps. Video now. Oh, that slaps. Now
I'm with that. But the thing was, I don't wanna overexpose myself. My thing is, I wanna keep people wanting more. I don't want to overdo it. So everything is, I want to figure out how to package it correctly, how to display it, how to market it. So the video is going to come and shit like that. Everything is going to drop. Everything. That's my goal. That's one of my big goals. But everything that I do, every platform that I have has a certain different flex to it. It's a fact. Everything has a certain different flex and has a certain determining thing where I can separate this shit in my mind. Like there's a big difference between the vent, between Young Rich TV when I come back out with that shit, A.D.D. and All HipHop. Exactly. Everything is a different flex. I mean, but it's figuring out because I know my thing is media relations. Being a media correspondent, you understand what I'm saying? So, but there's only so many different ways you can interview people and switch up the flow and things of that nature. So that's why I don't want to just drop everything at once. I want to be able to. I want to save room. I want to still have a ceiling. I don't want to put the A.D.D podcast on video. So I'm on video doing that. I'm on video doing All HipHop. I'm on video doing. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So everything, there's a method and rhyme to reason for whatever I do, and like. I strategize like on some of it, like a lot of the things. Sometimes I do, and then I figure the shit out after a lot of things I do. But as far as like not being my podcast, not being a video or shit like that, that was very strategic and why I didn't put video out there. Yeah,
that's dope, man. I heard it first, man.
Yeah, I heard it first too. That's the first time I've ever said that in public. Because like I said, we've had these conversations. It's obvious.
Exactly.
It's obvious to like a lot of podcasts on video. Joe Budden's, Drink Champs,
Adam 22.
All these things are on video, and they're extremely accessible. But like I said, it's me pace. It's pace. It's pace. It's me pacing. It's a marathon.
For me,
you understand what I'm saying?
I'm working you feel comfortable with.
That's what I'm saying. So that too. So yeah.
But listen, man, you got any inspirational words for the people, man?
Inspirational words.
People that's trying to do the media thing you're doing.
Oh, media? Yeah. Be yourself. Run down the leads that you like at first if you're just starting out. Eventually you're going to get things that you don't like, but to make sure that you're passionate about it and to make sure that you can find the energy when you get like 1,000 no's. Because when we started Young Rich TV and we started Young Rich blog, before we had a few celebrities on there. Shout out to Ryo. Ryo done like linked us with a lot of celebrities and things like that. But before then, we were emailing a lot of people, and we got a lot of no's. So my thing is, in order to do that, make sure that you're yourself. So you know that you like this. Make sure that you are pursuing things that you like to pursue. The news that you want to break, make sure that's the news that you're pursuing. You get what I'm saying? And like be yourself. Like if you're not an expert at something, don't pretend to be an expert at something. Don't front on something. That's the best thing about media.
Don't force nothing.
Yes, that's the best part about media. The best part about media is nobody loses respect for us for not knowing. The whole point is us getting the answer.
And learning.
Yeah, learn. You understand what I'm saying? So do not be a know-it-all. If you like street music but you not from the streets, don't be afraid to ask somebody that makes street music and used to live there. You understand what I'm saying? You're a journalist. You get what I'm saying? But if you like deep lyrical music, don't be afraid to talk to your old head. You understand what I'm saying? Talk to your old head like, damn, like why was Biggie better? Why does everybody think Biggie the GOAT? Don't be afraid to ask an old head that. You understand what I'm saying? I think like that's the one thing about media. Always be willing to learn and pursue what you like at first. Eventually I think you gotta expand your palette. Like that's the thing about growth and evolution, like we said, that's the growth and development, especially in media. Like then try things. Like once you've mastered how to report the things you like,
elevate and go.
Yeah. Try to figure out things you don't like. But why is everybody like this? Let me find out. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. Like, be willing to learn too.
And always listen. Don't close the door. Always listen.
Oh yeah.
Always think you know everything.
That's how you end up like how Def Jam is right now.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I'm shit. Like what is the biggest record like Def Jam has dropped recently?
I ain't going front, bro. It's been a minute.
But Def Jam will drop something.
What, Davies or Chris Brown?
They trying to figure out what to do. They trying to figure out what to do with Davies. That's the thing.
They trying to figure out what to do with himself.
You see what I'm saying?
Think about Davies, son. He trying to be in tune, which I understand. You know what I mean? But he's it's harder for him to find that hit.
I think the thing about Dave East was Dave East thought his talent was going to be the end all be all of this whole situation, which it wasn't. A lot of the people that you seen Dave East with when he first came out, not with him anymore. I think so. I think but the thing is, and here's a situation with Dave East. I think Dave East is so good, and he has enough personality. I think eventually he can, if he's willing to work at it, he can overcome all of this. It's not over for Dave East. But if he stays stuck in his ways, then it might just be. You know what I'm saying? It might just be over for Dave. But but I definitely I think like when he went online and that live video about Lil Nas X Old Town Road.
You think that was like a marketing scheme?
No, it was frustration to me. I mean, I could be fucking up. I could be a marketing scheme, but what it sounded like frustration. It sounded like he knows how nice he is. And like nobody's really paying attention to how nice he is, but then you got Lil Nas X come through with Old Town Road, and that shit's
going
like the
crazy
biggest song. But you know, that's you watching the next man play. I love Old Town Road because Old Town Road, my daughter knows all the words to that song. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't gotta look for the edited version of it. You know what I'm saying? She could watch the video. Right. You know, we need songs like that. You're going to need songs like that in hip hop. You need those gimmicky novelty songs that my daughter can sing along to. My daughter knows all the words.
It shows creativity too, man.
So like, but it was him. It was him. He's looking at the next man plate when what you should have been doing was figuring out this Dave East thing, figuring out how to market this Dave East thing correctly, figuring out how to get this old New York vibe back. Like, what is the marketing tools? Because there's room for it. Griselda taught us that. There's room for that shit. There's room for that. But the thing is, Griselda ain't never once complained about trap music or the South getting overplayed or not. What they did was they got to work and they figured out how to market this shit. Not how to just market it, how to perfect our craft at this. How to make the best West Side Gun sounding album. How to make the best Benny the Butcher sounding album. Not just how to think, not just the radio only playing this or the radio only playing that. You know how much they make off their merch?
What?
They don't never need a radio spin in a day and they fucking life, bro. They never need a radio spin.
Merch alone going crazy.
They never need a radio. And the thing about their merch is so high, you never have to listen to a West Side Gun album and you buy a West Side Gun shirt.
Just
because the shit look hard. You understand what I'm saying? So these are the things. These are the things that they've perfected. They've perfected their craft. And I believe that there's room for everybody like that. If you perfect your craft, stop worrying about what the next man doing. You know you good at your shit. Dave East is very good at his shit. Because you ain't going to tell me Nas going to sign some nigga that's not good.
That's a fact.
He's very good. But the thing is now, stop looking at what everybody else is doing, and let's figure out everything to make this Dave East shit connect. Yeah. Once Dave East focus on just Dave East and nothing else, just how do I get my shit popping, being me, I do believe like something gonna connect, the stars gonna align, and then it's gonna pop. Because listen, before Kendrick, right before Kendrick, you could have told me Kendrick could have been the best rapper because with the music that he makes, because his shit is conscious. Like,
you still consider it now?
There's a changing of the guards. You know, there's definitely a changing of the guards, but it's not clear and obvious who it's going to be right now. It's really not clear and obvious who's going to be. I think Academics brought up a good point. I think Russ was the original. He was talking about Russ saying, like, we're coming up on a point where maybe the first time in hip-hop, the best rappers might not be super nice.
Yeah.
We're coming up on that point. But it hasn't happened yet. Because I think the people that are still selling the most are going to be your Coles and your Kendricks and your Drakes. You understand what I'm saying? Or they're at least going to be in the top 5 of the record sales. But we're going to see within the next 2 or 3 years who the next artists are. And it's going to determine. I don't know how to feel about that though. I think like one thing I could always say about like when Wayne ran it, when Ye ran it, when Hov ran it, as much as it wasn't just the bars, they made great music. Yeah. There was a lot of bars. You understand what I'm saying? There was a lot of dope lines to pick out. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about a rap game where the top 5 selling artists don't really have those quotables. You understand what I'm saying?
Bars don't really matter no more. Like people,
that's the thing.
Yeah,
but how long does it sustain as an art if it's that? Because then what you're going to have is people chasing the hit. What is there to perfect? Like the thing about Travis Scott, why I could be cool to Travis Scott, even though I don't think Travis Scott might be like super lyrical, Travis Scott is trying to make the best music. He's not chasing anything. And I could feel comfortable with him being the best, because he's trying to make the best music. That's why I could always think I used to know like Kanye wasn't top tier of lyrics, but
he made the best music.
He made the best music, and his lyrics were still top tier. It just wasn't. Yeah. But that's the thing. Like, I don't know what would happen if like everything starts to sound the same.
Speaking of Ye, like I feel like he's one of the greatest artists out there. Like, period.
He's one of the greatest rappers ever.
To this day, like
ever, like bro. Like in any era, like so, like don't feel like it's just your generation. The thing that fucks me up about Kanye is Kanye, bro, figures out a way to still be relevant,
and the fans still following, bro.
That's cool. He gets new fans. That's the shit that fucks me up. Like the fans, bro, the fans that
going on tour with Joel Osteen. Yeah. Bro, that's not crazy, bro.
I can't. I said on Facebook, I blame niggas for buying this gospel album for this whole thing. That was mad blasphemous. You know
but
what?
Look at how he marketed it, bro. Like, he marketed it. Church. You want church? Come on, bro.
He's a genius, smart. But the thing was that fucked him up to me was like he got so desperate in being like the top of something. Like I think he exploited gospel. And you know what? And it's fucked up. I probably shouldn't put that in public. Because because that's somebody's faith.
Yeah. That's like religion.
You know, and I could be completely wrong about that. And my apologies if I'm wrong. But what it felt like was he just couldn't find a way to catch Drake. He couldn't figure it out. So he just went like a completely different way. Like I think like with the thing, he tried to play the bipolar thing. He tried to play the bipolar thing to catch him. And when people was like, yo, this Ye album ain't it, which I like the Ye album. Nobody likes the Ye album. I like the Ye album. Fuck it. But it seemed like when niggas didn't fuck with the Ye album, when niggas said the Ye album wasn't good, all of a sudden he's now the gospel rapper. Because he tried to go, he went crazy. That's disrespectful to Morgan. He tried, but he said he had the mental issues. It's obvious, like a lot of the things that he does, he might. But it tried to seem like he tried to exploit the fact that he had mental issues into making him like the top artist again. It was another marketing scheme, and that's the thing. But like I said, with Kanye always figures out a way to get like the young crowd, and I think that's what makes him hot. That's what keeps him hot. And it was getting to a point where it was waning a little bit, like he couldn't figure this shit out anymore. And that's where he took the turn for the gospel. That's when he took the turn, and it worked. Like look at this. Like I thought it might have been over after Ye, and I don't mean like over like for him his career, but I thought like over as him being like the topic of conversation.
Exactly.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like Hov would drop an album, and Hov gonna sell, but Hov ain't gonna be like the topic of conversation.
Exactly.
He ain't gonna dominate the charts anymore.
It'll be a moment.
It'll be a moment. Oh, drop the album. Let me go. I gotta go listen to that. And then after that, we not talking about it no more.
Exactly.
It's not like a Drake shit where Drake is gonna run. And I don't even know if Drake got that power anymore. Like we gonna figure out. It's questioned. Drake can prove it. I'm not saying he's over. I'm not saying he still has it. I'm saying he has to reprove it.
Really?
He has to reprove it. He has to reprove it. At this point in time, he has to reprove it. But that's not a bad thing. Like, you looking at me like it's crazy or it's a bad thing. Wayne had a run, right?
Drake still got that power. Like,
Drake ain't dropped a brick yet, so it's not over. But it doesn't. But I don't think people are clamoring for it like how we used to.
I don't like how he's promoting dropping music right now. He got some songs on SoundCloud only. They got some songs on streaming platform. I don't know what that's for.
To me, it seems like he's figuring this shit out. He's figuring it out.
Then he did the Marcy thing. He's figuring
out the route. He's figuring out. That's the thing about Drake. What made Drake hot was Drake was always ahead of the curve. It doesn't seem like Drake was gone. To me, I think
I don't want to say it. The reason why I feel like if that's the reason why, and the reason why I feel like if I agree with that, I would say this. I feel like after the Sun situation with Pusha,
yeah,
because like
that
you
was
said,
the first time
he's ahead of being the curve.
He's ahead of the curve.
So Pusha brought that to the light before he even said he had a son.
So that was it was a misstep. It was a misstep. But the thing was, he said it on Rap Radar. He was going through the paternity test. So it wasn't like a thing of like I could just jump out the fucking window as a nigga who's been through paternity tests.
I feel like a whole.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna super claim a kid, and then be like, oh shit, my bad, I fucked that one up.
I think he said that just to.
Yeah, you think he might have been cleaning? He might have been cleaning his image up. Okay, not that cool.
But the son, it don't look. Yeah.
It could be that.
He said it too. Like, yo, you see when you see his son, you see why I did it.
Nah,
because he did the LeBron thing too. You feel me at the time period?
Which LeBron thing?
We on the shop. Remember he did that?
Oh yeah. He
did that
LeBron thing. Yeah, I think much less. I think much more than the son. I think it was the fact that Drake took an L.
Yeah, he did.
He took the L, and he's not sure how to handle. He's suffering. He's suffering what he put Kanye through. And the difference was he didn't. I don't think he ever meant to put Kanye through that. Kanye's own demons was talking to him like, how do I be the hottest nigga in the world again? And he just couldn't figure out a way to catch Drake. Pusha put him in that position. This was a purposeful thing. Like he could have let Infrared go for his head. He could have let all them other disses come and go, and he's only just through subliminals. He the one that came out and said, you know what? And I think he had Duppy in the stash too. I think he was prepared to know what he was going to do when this shit was going on. I think he knew, like, when he wrote them songs for Kanye, when he wrote, like, Pop Style in 30 Hours, he knew, like, I wish Push would say something. I did all this shit for good music. I wish this nigga would say something. He knew, like, and he was like, oh, Pusha coming out with an album. He watched him take a shot. I think he knew this shit was going to come, and he was like, Duppy probably like the hardest losing song ever. Like go back and listen to Duppy. People forget how fire Duppy was.
And the beat?
Duppy was hard. It's just that it wasn't.
Yeah, I know.
It was, yo, and it was fucked up too because some of the shots I didn't. The shot. I caught a lot of the shots at the time. I just didn't. I thought it was like fucked up. Like the shit about 40.
Oh, about dying and shit?
That shit was hard, but it was like.
But listen though, at the end of the day, this is rap.
So you don't think there's boundaries? You don't think there's boundaries?
Niggas you see battle rappers, bro? That's the same shit. That's competition, it's the same shit. Niggas is in your